Scales in music provide an oral context for us. They tell us where we are in the melody. Oddly, most of the time when we listen to music, we aren't aware of the scale, particularly those little 2 half steps that are in the scale. But a scale provides something akin to a global positioning system for us, a musical GPS, for recognizing where we are in a melody. If I play or sing this for you, you can sing the next note. Da, da, dee, da, da, dee, da, da, dee, da. There. Dum. You've intuited that we have in this little piece that we've created here a major scale, and you've intuited where we are in that scale. Indeed, where we should go next, to the bottom at note 1. Using our scalar GPS, we recognize the grid, the scale, and we have oriented ourselves within it. Indeed, when we listen to music, our brain orients us automatically because we've been brought up with music that works this way. We now process music instantaneously, indeed subconsciously, because that's part of the musical nurturing that we have received. It's part of our musical template that we talked about in our first session. And a final point about the scales that make up melodies. Scales encourage us to feel a particular way about the music. Generally speaking, in Western music, we associate happy, bright sounds with major, and sad, somber ones, possibly exotic ones, with minor. And we've been doing this since the 16th century. Here's a piece by Robert Schumann. It's called The Merry Farmer. Here's one, as we heard, by Chopin. Major happy, minor sad. But there's nothing in the physics of music that causes this to be so. Indeed, it's culture. I recently spent a week in Poland, in Krakow, Poland, and I was surprised to find how many of the dance tunes, the happy dance tunes of the Polish people, were in minor. So it's not nature, it's nurture. But let's have a little fun here and see if we can change things. And if we change things up, how we can change how we feel about the music. And we're going to throw in a new term here. We're going to throw in the term mode. We have a major mode scale and a minor mode scale. So let's go back to our image now with the scale of the major pattern on the left, labeled major mode, and the scale of the minor on the right. Notice in the bottom left that the major mode has a large interval at the very beginning, and that the minor mode has a smaller one at the beginning. That's why the French, who first coined the terms majeur and mineur in the 17th century, called this one on the left the larger, major, majeur. Here's a familiar happy tune, but now it's been switched. Well, we'll make it switch here. So here we are with a familiar holiday tune. Now you can see at the arrow, I'm going to switch it up. Well, not much joy there. How do we do that? Well, I just lowered the third pitch of the scale by a half step, changing it from the major mode to the minor mode. We could do the same thing with You Are My Sunshine. Doesn't sound very sunny. Same thing with Happy Birthday. That doesn't sound very happy. All we're doing there is just lowering that first third of the scale. So that first interval of a third in the scale is very important in determining the mode, major versus minor. If we change the mode from major to minor, we change the mood of the music entirely.